Welcome, my name is Harold Lepisk, and in this video I will share 4 tips for setting goals for the new awesome year. Goal setting tip number 1. Instead of trying to figure out what is it that I want to do in the next year, try this element. So travel in your mind to the future, year, 2 years, 3 years, or for me, 5 years works the best. And write yourself a letter from the future, describing all the things that you have done during these years, all the great achievements, all the great discoveries, all the things that you are grateful for. This creative exercise enables you to tap these creative resources that otherwise would remain unseen. Goal setting tip number 2. When you choose the goals for the next year, only choose the ones that you feel the emotional drive and momentum when you think about them. And if you have goals like I should do that, I should graduate the university, I should organize this thing, I should study more and be that more, but there's no emotional drive behind these things, then either create that emotional drive or set these goals into a separate list, which is nice to have list. But you don't call them actually your New Year's goals, because if you don't feel that you're actually gonna do something about it, who are you kidding, man? Put them into a list of nice to have things. If you have time, or maybe if you get momentum, you'll do it. But to set goals that really matter to you, focus on the ones that really touch you from the inside, that really create the feeling that you want to wake up in the morning, that you want to do something about them. Create that momentum. Goal setting tip number 3 is about habits. Instead of setting achievement goals, I want to climb Mount Everest, I want to make $1 million, or I want to be super fit and super healthy. Focus on developmental goals. Focus on specific skills that you want to train in yourself. Either becoming a more fluent communicator, either becoming a more open person, either becoming perhaps a more person who is able to regulate your emotions better. Try to focus on specific skills that matter to you and focus on ways to train these skills, because imagine if every day you would focus on training some specific skill, by the end of the year you would be significantly better in that area. And I would recommend choosing 1 or maybe 2, not too many skills to focus on, but one would be perhaps the best, 1 core skill that I want to enhance in myself in this year. Goal setting tip number 4 is about tiny little habits. As New Year resolutions, people often set goals for losing weight, doing more exercise, and eating so healthy as you can't even imagine how healthy they want to be. But the problem is that these radical changes sometimes don't last that long. So after a week or 2, you kind of get hooked with your bad habits that you used to have. To avoid this issue, start with small habits and build upon them. So instead of starting with a 1-hour morning intense exercise, you can start with just waking up in the morning and doing 1 push-up. Every day doing 1 push-up. If you feel you can do more, but your goal is every day to do at least 1 push-up. So you do it, you get it done, usually you get a really good feeling, you get some more push-ups, maybe you do some more, but you already feel that you have done this habit. And these tiny little habits, they're actually the ones that matter. They are actually the ones that keep building upon each other. And by the end of the year, from that 1 push-up, you perhaps have developed a long ritual, a long really good habit, stayed really well fit. Start with these tiny little steps and build upon them. So, these 4 tips for setting goals for the new year. Firstly, write yourself a letter from the future. I would recommend thinking in 5-year perspective. For me, it works the best. Secondly, from that, choose the things that really resonate with you, that really have the emotional drive and power behind them, only these goals. Thirdly, start training specific habits on that year, specific skills on that year. And fourthly, start with these tiny habits that you build upon. These are some of the ideas to enhance your goal setting for the new year. Please share your ideas. What works for you? Share them in the commentary below. What are your tips for setting the goals for the new future? And if you have tried things that absolutely don't work, you can also share them. It's also fun to know what are the things that absolutely don't work for you as well. If you like this video, please like it, please share it, please subscribe to our channel. There's a lot of good stuff coming. And create your awesome year.